Hello and thank you for joining ContentoNowTV, the TV show that hosts authors from all around the world and lecturers and singers that are revealing some secrets of behind the scenes of the publishing process. We're so happy to have with us for a series of encounters the poet Yaara Ben-David. Hello.
Hello.
Blood Red Strawberries. While you are publishing, I believe, this book and more 8 books throughout the years, why are you writing?
Yes, it's a good question. Look, my poetry is a very important part in my life. I write because I want to exist.
Wow.
I write, therefore I am. Similar to Descartes' words, I think, therefore I am. When I write a poem,
you feel that you cannot, you're writing your poems as if you feel that you cannot do without the writing, that it's essential for your life?
Yes. When I write a poem is, I write only as a response to an intensive emotional experience, whether it's painful or exhilarating.
Okay.
You know, Heinrich Heine said, out of my own great woe, I write my little songs.
Wow.
Yes, contradiction. Yeah.
Yes.
And my poems are, you know, personal poems, but not only personal poems. They reflect on current events, on what is going, you know,
in the relevant news life also that are affecting your life.
Yes, yes.
You're talking about your wow zone, and maybe you will be so kind to read for us 1 or 2 from your short poems in the book.
Yeah.
Blood Red Strawberries.
Blood Red Strawberries.
Yes.
At first I shall read the poem Fermata.
Fermata.
Fermata, you know, in music.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Something rotted in me and ripened to be said. He who knew love from the roots of his hair comes, slices body bread, stripping a gown of skin, not comprehending how it is that he and I are 2 syllables in a word.
Wow.
This is one of them. And the
Fermata.
other one, The Time of Chocolate Square. I wrote it when my mother was still alive. I recognize my mother's handwriting in the address book and in the old letters. And that time, the time of squares of chocolate under the tongue, like words that were once thrown into the space of the room and were never taken back.
Very moving. Do you find yourself missing a lot your mother?
Yes, my mother died the last year. There was a good connection over the years. She was 94 years when she died, yes. She was a very special woman. She liked beauty. She appreciated art, my art.
Wow.
Yes, yes.
So
she was very sensitive to beauty. Yeah.
And you were feeling confident enough to read her a few of the poems, to show her your art, and to get their and hers feedback towards you?
Yes, exactly. Many times I used to ask her what her opinion about my collage works.
Wow.
Especially she liked very much you know, the plastic art. the art, yes, yes.
Do you find yourself, even throughout this very challenging year, with your inner voice and her inner voice still sometimes interconnecting?
Yes, there is inner conversation between her and me, and she goes with me. She goes with me all the time, and I feel good with the memory of her.
That's great.
Yeah.
It's great and very moving. And while she was listening to this remarkable point of view that is already on stage, made by Hadi Ninur, we heard it in a previous conversation, but I would ask if we could listen to another few words in Hebrew, and afterwards to hear what was her response when she was listening to this poem. Please.
Okay.
So many thousands of people, viewers over the YouTube channel sing these songs and intriguing to your words and lyrics. But your mother, when she heard, what was her reaction?
No, she didn't hear it.
Wow, it was done
yes,
afterwards?
It's afterwards, yes.
But she heard the original poem before it was on stage?
No, only when there was a literary evening.
Yes.
And when I was reading and speaking about my poetry, but she never heard this song, no.
And in your inner conversation, what is her reaction while she's viewing all your publishing process?
She was very proud of me, yes. She appreciated me, she was very proud, she loved me. And she gave me much feedback, you know.
That's so great. Yaara Ben-David, I want to thank you so much for this conversation. I would like to ask you if you could meet us here in our TV studios even once again or more. Thank you so much. Thank you also for joining us here at ContentoNowTV. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate on the website, on the Facebook, on YouTube. Just give a call in Israel, but also on the stages of Europe and elsewhere. Thank you very much for joining ContentoNowTV.